Hello, cousins. Welcome back to Chillin' with Allie. 10:13 a.m. Her last day in the light. You learn something new every day. Jealousy, oh boy. This energy keeps popping out. It's because you're changing course, man. Transgression and creator. Somebody is trying to make shit extremely difficult for you. It's not happening. This is like Squidward being pissed off at SpongeBob for having a great fucking day. Yet something's about to be completely over with. Like you're not gonna have to deal with something, person, place, or thing. Like the fuck. Somebody's literally trying to create obstacles and put them in your way. But the thing about those obstacles are whatever they are, they're obsolete. To you, they're obsolete. That's like keeping a phone charger to a phone you don't have no more. And you probably won't get that type of phone no more. Immortal. And if you do get that type of phone again, then it's a good chance and bet that when you buy a new phone that will require that type of charger, or a new device that will require that type of charger, it will probably come with the charger. So it's a good idea that you could probably just throw it away or recycle it or whatever it is that you want to do, but you don't have to keep it. You don't have to hold on to it. Why? Because that cycle is over. That's done. You don't need that. So I feel like this is you hanging on to pieces and parts of situations when the situation itself is done and over with. Oh, what's this to? Oh, that goes to such and such. Do you have such and such anymore? No. So then why do you still have this piece? Oh, I don't know. I was just holding on to it. That's what you're doing. You're gonna start throwing that type of shit away. People, places, and things. I don't care what it is. That's the energy here. You're throwing it away. You're useless. You came with that. I don't need that. I don't fuck with that. So I don't fuck with you anymore. It's that simple. Like that's the energy. Yeah, resurrection. Hope, Madden, enlightenment. Then you got somebody stalking you left and fucking right. Ear to the fucking wall constantly. What's this? Rebellion. You don't give a fuck about nothing. So yeah, there's a change, there's a sudden shift, there's sudden shifts left and right taking place. Sudden unexpected endings and shit. So transgression, flaws, contradictions, mistakes. Yeah, I feel like you've made a lot of bad choices, a lot of bad decisions, just in life in general, a lot of mistakes. I feel like you've paid the fucking price for that. You paid the piper more than once. And I feel like now with this creator, you're able to, instead of constantly going back and reliving that shit, just like, all right, fuck it. You figured out how to end the suffering completely. Immortal and resurrection, because it seems like you was on a non-stop cycle of shit just being fucked up left and right and it just not ending, and now it is. What's this? It's as simple as what you're focused on. At some point, you were completely focused on you, and everything was, you know, tunnel vision and driven. And all of a sudden, you started getting distracted, and now you want to take pictures of everything. You stop and take pictures of everything, and everything does not need pictures because that's not what the fuck you're doing. What's this? Take that how it resonates, bro. Yeah, faith. That ending is coming up, and it's well deserved, well needed, and well acquired. Like you've been doing your thing, courtesy. You just keep doing what you're doing. You figured out how to stop the suffering, how to end the suffering. And again, this has been a long time coming with Creator and Immortal with Resurrection. It's been a long time coming because you've been on this hamster wheel for a long ass time. And it's like, all right, I just want to change this. I just want to change this. I want this. I want this. I want this to be different. I want that. I just want life to be like this. I want this. I want this. Yeah, and then you kept making decisions that kind of were throwing you off track, and that's a bit of an oxymoron for real. Like you want one thing and you're kind of doing the opposite, and that's kind of, it's not conducive all the way around. And if it's not conducive all the way around, then you are running in a fucking circle. You're not going anywhere. That's why your ass felt like you was doing a running man in circles. Whole time. I'm doing a running man. Well, you're doing it in a circle though. How was that possible? I don't know. All of a sudden, you started making shit 10 times more difficult for yourself because you started coming up with shit that ain't nobody even like. What the fuck? What's this? The monster within. Creator. Yeah, it's something that's within you, like some type of energy, some type of thought, some type of something. It's like you couldn't let that shit go. You kept thinking about it. You kept dealing with it over and over and over and over and over and over. And that is the reason that you've been doing the running man in circles for a very long time. If I'm not mistaken, isn't the running man you running backwards but standing still? Okay, imagine you doing that shit in circles because you've been doing that shit in circles. So you've been doing that in not necessarily circles, but you've been doing this shit every year for years. Every year for years, or every year for a year, every year for 2 years, whatever the fuck, every year for a very long time. The circles just like the fucking wheel just keeps turning, the year just keeps passing, and you've been doing the running man for this long. God damn. No wonder you're finally tired. Yeah, it took you a late bloomer. It's okay. It's alright. We're gonna chalk it up to that. You just a late bloomer. You got a late start. You woke up late. Why you late to work? I woke up late. You only 15 minutes late though, so it's cool. But god damn, what the fuck, boy? You've been doing a running man for a long time. Courtesy. You at some point you got used to it. This is like when you hear somebody with some fucked up backstory and they just talk like the shit just normal. Like, damn, man. Like, it just happens so much, or it happens so often that it's just normal now. You got used to that type of shit. Like, whatever this is, you just kind of got used to running, doing a running man, thinking that you're doing something, thinking that you're going somewhere. You just tiring yourself the fuck out, and then you believe you cannot stop doing the running man. You feel like you can't stop because if you stop, your whole world comes crashing down. Not realizing that you're just doing the running man, and everybody's looking at you like you're fucking crazy. Like, why are you doing that? You've been doing the same shit for the long. Like, why are you doing this? This is a fucking joke at this point. Like, this is a long running joke. Like, thing about jokes is if it goes on for too long, you become the joke. Something has been going on for so long that it's a joke now. Like, everybody talks about this, or everybody laughs at this, or it's some shit. I don't know. Or you just it's just something that you feel within yourself. Like, yeah, like this shit's been going on for too long. It's just something that you finally just snaps. Something in your ass finally snaps. You get tired of doing the running man. Then God knows how long you've been doing this shit, but you've been doing this for over a year. I can tell you that shit. Whatever this is, because in your mind this is not really happening. In your mind, something's not really a problem. In your mind, this is not really what it looks like. In your mind, you're really crazy. What's this? Hey, it is what it is. I'm just saying though. Because you finna figure out that your ass is crazy. So I'm not wrong for telling you that. Nobility. I'm not wrong for telling you that. Delivery might have been a little fucked up, but it's the truth. Seduction, hunter, and ancient. You're gonna realize that you've been doing this shit for a minute. And I think something's even weirder because it comes off like you could have been kind of fixed this, but I don't think that that's the case. I think I don't think that that's the case at all. I think something in you finally just snaps. Sudden shift happens. Something in you finally just snaps. It clicks, and then you're just done. And then you realize I've been fucking doing the running man for years, and I'm not even doing nothing. You're gonna realize how much time you wasted, how many times you could have fixed it. It's like all of a sudden everything's just gonna come crashing in on you. It's gonna come clicking in, and that's where the epiphany comes from. That's gonna bring you back into your high standard. All of a sudden, you back up on your bullshit. You back up on your grind. You back up on all of this shit now. Why? Because you're gonna realize you've been doing the running man for years, standing still, running in place, doing nothing, just exercising the fuck out. You not doing nothing else. That's it. That's all you doing. You just exercising real good. What's this? That's all you doing. You exercising real fucking good. I'm tired as fuck. Stop running it. And that's literally the problem. You've been running from this shit for so long. All of a sudden, that's what you just. You're like you're like the game characters that you can make run, and then they run into a wall, but you can still see through the wall, so they still be running. You can see them just running into the wall. That's what the fuck you've been doing for a very long time in life in general. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, in life in general, that's what you've been doing. You hit the wall going in one direction, and then you just was like, well, shit, I ain't getting hurt, so I guess I could just keep running into the wall. Now you're just doing like this, like you toggling and shit. Like, what do you? Didn't you get tired of it? Okay, so I'm gonna leave you alone. What's this? Eternal youth and religion. I mean, what I say? Yeah, eternal youth. Yeah, I'm seeing rebellion at the bottom. Like, hold on. Yeah, so yeah, you get tired of it. You get this new energy all of a sudden. You got this newness to you. You got new rules, new ways of doing things, and it's because you see shit differently. You don't want the same things from the past, so you have to do things differently from the past. Doing things over and over with no change and expecting change is the definition of insanity. Well, you've been driven insane. Now you don't quite like that, huh? You've cleaned that room out, so let's do something else. The hunter. You're after resurrection, courtesy, and hunter. You're after something brand new. You're the comeback kid. You're after your recovery. You're after your prize. Whatever you want, that's what you're going to get. Knowing that means that you have to stay in this high honor, high idealistic standpoint, which means, girl, boy, that means that you do not go back into focusing on anything from the past that had you fucked up, or possibly wanted to fuck you up. It doesn't work like that. You focus on everything that is upward. If it is now, all of a sudden, you bullshit. All of a sudden, motherfuckers looking at you like, what? Who you think you is? Oh, listen, I love me way too much to put someone above me now. Yeah, you gonna figure out who you is real quick, and it's gonna be finally after you realize you've been running in place for years. Years. I could have been did da. Yeah, I don't know that that's necessarily the case because a lot of the shit that you done went through, you did need those lessons. So it's not necessarily a time issue here. It's just more so the brain thing. Like, you've been pinky in the brain of yourself for a long time. What's this? I don't know what that means. It just sounded good. What's this? But I feel like it makes sense if I really think about it. That's right, but I don't know. That was a toss up. That's anybody's guess. Yeah, you hold yourself to a higher standard. That means everything around you has to be at a higher standard. That means magical inheritance comes through. So that means you can't focus on anything low standard, low grade. So everything from the past, everything must go. The fuck, all cells is final. Everything must fucking go. Point blank and period. You got a lot of new things coming in. That's part of your recovery, your resurrection, your comeback. A lot of new things coming. Love conquers all. Yeah, so you're realizing that all connections are not love. All bonds are not good bonds. And motherfuckers are not motherfuckers be karmics. So everybody is not meant to come with you to wherever you be at. Transmission and sacrifice, that you're letting go of some connections and shit. You're moving forward, moving upward. You're very happy coming into the next phase, very happy in the next phase, and there's no ending for that anytime soon. Therefore, again, you're creating new opportunities and your way out of bullshit. There's people that are still stuck in the bullshit that don't want to leave the bullshit. You don't focus on that. That has nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you to begin with. Transmission and redemption with sacrifice. Yeah, don't reconnect with nobody that has you fucked up, or want to see you down. Like, don't. Why would you do that? And at this point, you know exactly what it is. That's why you're able to move forward without it. You don't need your umbrella if it ain't gonna rain. But what if it do? What if you are just a tweaker? Like, you don't need your umbrella if it's not gonna rain. You're realizing you can leave your umbrella at home. You're realizing that you've been carrying an umbrella around for no reason for a very long time. You can travel light if you want to. You don't have to keep this shit with you. So you're letting go of a lot of people, places, and things. Of course, that, you know what I'm saying, is inconvenience for that shit. It's inconvenient for others. It's not inconvenient for you. It's what you want. It's what you need. It's what's supposed to happen. It's inevitable to change. Yeah, after you realize you've been doing the running man in place for years, I don't really think you care about what anybody else's opinion is. You've been stuck in the same place for years. Now you realize you can move forward. I don't think anybody's opinion is able to stop you. And if it is, then that means you're not quite done running in place. So I'm not even talking to you right now. I'm talking to like the future you. It's coming up for you. But I'll be right back.